Cobblestone Creek, a gallery of season story. Autumn World 4 by Brian J. Klink. Hi, Karch and Whisper here. Today we're going to tell you a little more about our home in Autumn World and one of our favorite places in the Mountain Lake area, Cobblestone Creek. Whisper made a good suggestion that we let Perseus tell our story today. Why? Well, Perseus lives in Mountain Lake and swims up to Cobblestone Creek quite often. Thanks, Karch. I'm excited to tell you more about Cobblestone Creek. You see, it is a vital part of the water system here in Autumn World. Cobblestone Creek captures runoff from the Mystic Mountains and flows down the foothills into Mountain Lake. It is also quite a fun place to swim and keep an eye on my friends. More specifically, Cobblestone Creek sits deep in the Mystic Mountains, and for the most part is hidden from view when looking up from Castaway Cabin. To get to Cobblestone Creek, you can either make the modest hike or, like me, swim. You may remember from Autumn World Story 1, Halloween Hollow, that you can cross Cobblestone Creek by stepping on the cobblestones. But it's dangerous. One misstep and you might be swept downstream. Also, on the shore of Cobblestone Creek sits the Serenity Bench, where today I ran into Insight. Insight is one of the smartest residents in Mountain Lake. Insight's creativity and ability to solve problems is one that everyone respects. Insight can be found anywhere in Autumn World, but often enjoys spending time near Cobblestone Creek and the Serenity Bench. Lovey is another resident here in Mountain Lake. You should know that Lovey is, by far, the fastest swimmer in Mountain Lake. She has been known to swim from Mountain Lake to Cobblestone Creek in just a few minutes. Her ability to swim fast allows her to travel on the creeks and rivers to Mountain Lake and quickly deliver news. I swam over to the shoreline to see what was up and found Insight was in a fine mood and brimming with excitement. I was curious to find out what Insight was so excited about and was just getting ready to ask when Lovey swam up to join us. So, once greetings were exchanged, Lovey and I turned back to Insight and I asked, "What's so exciting?" Insight replied, "I think Cobblestone Creek is magic." Well, those words were quite exciting, so I asked further, "What makes you think so?" Well, I've been watching the fish swim down Cobblestone Creek, and I believe I've found something amazing. As Insight paused, Lovey and I were bursting with curiosity to find out what Insight had discovered. Lovey finally said, "Tell us more." Insight calmly replied, "I could tell you, but how about I show you?" Well, what we saw was incredible. As we looked down into Cobblestone Creek, we saw a single fish swimming by. Then once it passed a rock ledge, poof! It looked like there were many fish, all of different colors. As we kept watching, the swimming fish returned to its original state just a bit further downstream. It was like magic. We waited a while and more fish swam by, and the same amazing thing happened. But why? How? We all were puzzled trying to solve this mystery. Then Insight started to speak. How about we start with what we know to solve this mystery? In similar situations, using the following two categories has been helpful. First, let's look at where. Then, let's look at when. It was ideas like this that made us all appreciate Insight's special talents. Insight pointed out that the only place we had seen the fish change was between the two rock ledges. So we looked into the water to see if we could find any clues. But we didn't see anything different. So Lovey quickly dove into the water between the two rock ledges to see if we might solve the many fish mystery. When her head popped to the surface, she shouted, "There are crystals in the rocks. That must be what changes the images of the fish." "That's it," said Insight. "We've solved the mystery. When the sun is directly overhead and the light hits the underwater crystals just right, it makes it look like there are many fish of different colors. It's not magic, it's an illusion." We all wanted to tell our friends what we had discovered. However, after talking it over, we decided to keep the crystals a secret. We were concerned that others would be equally excited and might move or even take the crystals. This would ruin our newly found special spot in Cobblestone Creek. What an adventure the day had become. My visit to Cobblestone Creek had led to running into Insight and Lovey. Then, observing Insight's many fish discovery and later finding it was not real, but an illusion. Finally, Lovey discovered the crystals and how they made one fish look like many of different colors. I hope you had a good time too. Reflecting on today's adventures, I couldn't help but be grateful for my smart and helpful friends, Insight and Lovey. It sure makes life more fun to have good friends. Hopefully, you have good friends who brighten your day. Karch and Whisper back again. We want to thank Perseus for stepping in to narrate today's adventure. So, that's the story of Cobblestone Creek and Perseus's adventures with Lovey and Insight. Whisper and I hope that you enjoyed our time together and you will look for more adventures from the Gallery of Seasons. 5 Autumn World characters appeared in today's adventure. Can you find them in the Autumn World painting? There was Karch, Whisper, Perseus, Lovey, and Insight. We'll give you a minute or two just to take a look and see who you can find. Here they are. There's Karch, Whisper, Perseus, Lovey, and Insight. We hope you had fun.